Hola, Arrows Academy family. I had a great time teaching your kids Spanish today. So I'm just going to take this time on this video to review what we went over in class. And moving forward, the goal of these videos will be to give your students a chance to review, a chance for you guys to also learn alongside them and to, help them practice at home, and also to serve as a replacement lesson if anybody has to miss class. That way you don't have to fall behind. So that's the goals of these videos. If you decided to take your binder home, you'll see this sheet. I'll send one of these home each week with the words that we've learned in class, followed by the Going Deeper section. The Going Deeper section will always be some kind of speaking thing to practice, one of these videos to watch, a YouTube video on this channel, and some Quizlet activities. They're online flashcards and games to help with vocabulary practice. And then sometimes book work. So if you chose to buy the book, it looks like this. I'll just put like pages in the book. And if anybody has any questions, like how do I do this activity, feel free to reach out to me, call or text or email. We won't have bookwork this week because this week was just an introduction lesson, but we'll start with the lesson 1 in this book next week. So I'll just read through this sheet and kind of explain anything that needs to be explained. So we learned some greetings. Hola means hello. Cómo estás means how are you. Estoy bien is I am well. And estoy muy bien is I am very well. I just put very and muy in parentheses so I didn't have to write that twice. Estoy mal is I am bad. Estoy muy mal is I am very bad. Estoy así is I'm okay or I'm so-so. So we practiced going through those. We had more time in the 4th through 6th grade class. The 1st through 3rd, we had a little bit more time, and we were even shorter on time in the preschool class, so I just briefly mentioned those with the preschoolers. We spent most of our time in all the classes on the next thing. ¿Cómo te llamas? What is your name? Literally, it's translated, how do you call yourself? But that's the way they ask what your name is in Spanish. And then me llamo is my name is. Literally, it means I call myself, but that's how we ask and say our name. So that would be the biggest thing to practice with your kids. Get them really comfortable in asking people ¿Cómo te llamas? And also answering that question with me llamo. Then, actually, we didn't even get to this next part in the 1st through 3rd or the preschool class, but we did with the 4th through 6th. So feel free to teach your children this or have them watch this video to learn this part. So to ask what is his name or her name is ¿Cómo se llama? And you can add for emphasis él for him and ella for her, but it's not necessary. So if you already know who you're talking to, like if you're pointing to someone, it's clear whether it's a he or a she, or if it's like, if it's obvious, you can just say ¿Cómo se llama? If it's obvious who you're referring to. But if you want to emphasize what's his name, right, or her name, you can add that él or ella at the end. And then for the answer, you answer with se llama, and then the person's name. And again, that él or ella is optional. So I could say, ¿Cómo se llama? Se llama David. Or I could say, ¿Cómo se llama él? Él se llama David. Does that make sense? Okay, so I put él and ella. Él with an accent mark means he. But él with no accent mark means the with masculine singular nouns. Again, we talked about this in the 4th through 6th grade class, but not the younger classes. La means the with feminine singular nouns. And just as we learn nouns throughout the year, we will always learn if they're masculine or feminine, mainly by if they start with él or la. So it'll become like totally normal. It might sound weird if this is a new concept for you at first, but it'll become so normal as we practice more. So we also went over el niño means the boy, and la niña means the girl. So that's an example of that él and that la. Also, usually masculine nouns end in an O, like niño, and feminine end in an A, like niña. And then also for a or an, it's un for masculine nouns and una for feminine nouns. Okay, so un niño means a boy. Una niña means a girl, as opposed to the boy and the girl. So that's what we learned this week. Have a great time practicing with your kids. Mainly just conversation. How are you and what's your name? They can practice asking friends and family. Just have fun with it. And there is a Quizlet lesson already built at this link. Sorry, the link is so long. I couldn't figure out how to make it shorter. So, adios.